What's up, YouTube? I'm Wafer, and thank you for tuning in to the I'll Just Ask Myself podcast. If you've subscribed to the channel, thank you. I truly appreciate you subscribing. If you left a comment, I really appreciate you leaving a comment, and I enjoy engaging with you guys. And also, could you please share the content? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, can you please subscribe to the I'll Just Ask Myself YouTube content page? Please share the content, and most importantly, please leave a comment. I really enjoy engaging with you guys. And also, leave me any ideas on content you'd like to see in the future, and I'll bring it to you guys. I truly appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm Wafer, and this is the I'll Just Ask Myself podcast. Peace and love, baby. So now that you're retired from basketball, do you currently have a job? What do you do on a daily basis? What's a day like for Von Wafer? What I do on a daily basis is I'm trying to build this brand. I have some incredible ideas that I want to create, but they're going to take capital, and I'm taking the necessary steps that I need to take in order to um, um, get that capital. It's going to take time, man. It's going to take patience. It's going to take hard work. So, I understand the process, but I have some big things I want to work on, not just with this channel. This isn't the end all be all. This is just something that I'm going to utilize to help my other ideas. But on a daily basis, what I do to make ends meet is I drive for Doordash. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Did you just say you drive for Doordash? Former professional NBA basketball player Von Wafer works for Doordash. I know my haters are somewhere smiling and laughing. That has to be one heck of an experience. Those are two totally different jobs. How has that transition been for you? From going from a famous, popular NBA basketball player to a DoorDash driver. How has that transition been for you? When I first started working for DoorDash, it was tough. I was embarrassed. I had a lot of anxiety. Um, Man, I used to be like wondering if somebody's gonna recognize me. I used to be super embarrassed. But the process has been beautiful because I started to look at it like a training session. This is like a training session just for me. I realized that I never really had a real job other than playing basketball. I had some minor jobs in high school, like washing cars, but I never could keep the job. That's because I didn't understand consistency. I didn't understand patience. And when you play in the NBA, you're getting paid a lot of money to do something you love. So learning consistency and patience, you can make ends meet without learning those things. It's probably going to significantly take away from the potential of what you can earn, but you still can make a good enough living to take care of yourself without those qualities. But when you get into the real world, you're gonna have to learn consistency and patience because anything um, that's great or anything that you build or any kind of success is going to take those two things. It's going to take discipline too. Um, DoorDash has allowed me to learn consistency and patience because if you don't have those two things, you're not gonna make money with DoorDash because it's gonna take time. You gotta drive to go pick up the food here. It may take you 20, 20 minutes to make $12, $10. But you have to stay consistent. You have to stay patient, or you won't be able to pay your bills or be able to provide for yourself. So working for DoorDash is something that is teaching me two qualities that are going to help me when I'm able to really do the things that I want to do, is that I have planned for myself. I have some big ideas, planned for myself, and this channel is just the beginning. And DoorDash is kind of like a training for me. It's something that I needed to go through in order to learn the necessary skills in order to manage a successful brand, a successful business. So once I started looking at it like that, and once I saw this interview from Young Dolph, the late great Young Dolph, one of my favorite hip hop artists of all time, rest in peace. In the interview, he was like, "Why you worried about what other people say? Don't worry about what nobody say. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go in that pine box, it's just gonna be you in there." So he said that's why he do a lot of things alone. When he creates his ideas, he do them alone. And that resonated with me. It's like, why am I sitting up here being embarrassed and worried about what the next person thinks when at the end of the month, if the bills due, they're not gonna contribute anything. I gotta do what I need to do in order to, you know what I'm saying, make ends meet and get to where I need to get to. I need to do that with DoorDash. So I started to look at it differently, and I started to just understand that people are gonna try to laugh at me probably after this video. They're probably not gonna believe it, but I have to accept my truth. And hopefully this can be inspiring to other athletes or other people that were successful that have to start back over from ground zero. You know, don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed, don't let the embarrassment of people laughing at you make you feel ashamed to go out there and do what you need to do. Go out there and do what you need to do, but also learn from that experience and take something from it so it can help you do bigger and better things. Create plans for yourself. Don't let that be the end all be all for you, because in 3 years, those same people laughing at you, if you take those skills that you're learning, if I take the skills I'm learning from DoorDash and I implement them into my brands and my company and become um, a millionaire, a multimillionaire, and those people are still in the same place, how's that going to make them look? You know, so you can't worry about what people are saying. Just keep the end goal in mind and just, you know, just continue to stay on your grind. But DoorDash has taught me a lot. It's been a great experience. I'm not gonna lie.